It's true, it's true. Faze Clan lied about tfue, but there's more to this court case than you knew. Hey, I'm a poet, and I didn't know it. Hi, I'm Tommy C, and this is Shot from the Point News. Fortnite guy put out a video recently called Faze Clan Lied About tfue, trying to make millions from tfue proof. And yeah, this is pretty damning, but there's been a recent court case that actually, I wouldn't say it puts tfue in a bad place, but it shows that tfue may have an uphill battle going forward. Let's watch the Fortnite guy's video.
Lastly, Faze Clan moves for summary judgment in its favor on its first cause of action against tfue, which alleges that tfue breached the gamer agreement by failing to share a particular source of revenue with Faze Clan. Specifically, Epic Games, the maker of Fortnite, manages a program known as Support a Creator Code. Whoa, hold on. Before we continue this statement, I don't know if you guys remember, but I do, specifically on Faze Clan's response video to tfue suing them, and many other times with Faze Banks on Twitter and other YouTube videos, they stated that their contract never said anything about taking money away from tfue's Support a Creator Code. I mean, just take a look at this clip from their response video to tfue right here. Roll it.
We've seen a little miscommunication in terms of community understanding about in-game items and what that might mean and what that applied to. Let us be very on the record right now, that has nothing to do with Support a Creator Codes. In fact, we as a company have never even taken on our own because we prefer to promote the codes of the creators and professionals that we have. So anybody who thinks that has anything to do with dipping into the pockets of Support a Creator Codes is sorely wrong.
And it even says it on the bottom in text. tfue's contract has nothing to do with Support a Creator. tfue was signed in April of 2018, while Epic announced Support a Creator Code in October of 2018.
This is a big deal. This was one of the things that tfue had complained about, and as it turns out, this is one of the things that Faze Clan complained about as an example where tfue broke his contract. Now, I have a man on the street. You might know him. I've mentioned him in a few of my videos before. His Twitter @ is in the description box below. His name is DM King, and he's able to get these legal documents for me. He's not a lawyer, but he's done a really great job thus far. And he kind of explains some of the legalese when I don't have a lawyer available. And he even puts this in writing himself. Faze Clan argued that Tenny breached the contract by not paying Faze Clan its share of in-game merchandise, the code tfue earnings, so that's the Support a Creator. The judge said there is enough there for all of these issues regarding the contract must be decided by a jury trial. Now, both parties asked for a summary judgment. Now, I'm going to explain this in layman's terms, so all you lawyers or pre-law guys out there, please give me a break. I'm trying to explain this to the man on the street. Okay, a summary judgment is when both parties agree that there is no material facts that are disagreed with. Both sides are out there. They have both made their arguments. There's enough evidence out there for the judge to make a judgment to speed up the process. So in this case, it's a partial summary judgment. Both sides want the judge to rule on individual things about the case, not the case as a whole. So let's take the part of the case that we already know about. Faze Clan argued that Tenny breached the contract by not paying Faze Clan its share of the in-game merchandise, the code tfue earnings. The judge said that there is enough there for all of the issues regarding the contract must be decided by a jury at trial. So you're going to see a lot of rulings by the judge like this. We're going to send this to trial, that the preliminary hearing was not good enough, that he's not ready to make a decision, or he doesn't think it's right to make a decision, or a summary judgment, as we talked about. Both sides want to get it over with, but the judge decided in this case, and you're going to see in the other cases too, that this needs to be seen by a jury. This needs to go to trial in New York. We'll get to the New York part in a minute. Now, Teddy wants a summary judgment in his favor. He says that Faze Clan accused him of interfering with Faze Cloak's contract, and considering they put no evidence forward that that's the case, he asked the judge to make a summary ruling in his favor to get this out of the way. tfue claims that Faze Clan has adduced no evidence of the third or fourth element of Tutorious interference claim. Therefore, Tenny is entitled to a judgment as a matter of law. The judge disagreed. The judge said this is going to a trial by either judge or jury in New York, denying Tenny's request. But Tfue's legal team didn't stop there. He also went on to say that Faze Clan claimed that he had interfered with brand deal partners, and he claims that Faze Clan never even made it clear whether they were in contact with any of these partners. Therefore, the judge should rule in his favor because there is no evidence that they introduced that Tfue or Tenny actually interfered with any other contracts. Again, the judge rules the same way. He sends it to New York to trial for judge and or jury. Now, you could make the argument that Faze Clan has done rather well here. They wanted this trial to go to New York. They feel that or at least the legal team feels that the labor laws in New York favor their argument. So the judges basically said, take this to New York. So this is, this gives Faze Clan some breathing room, and it kind of makes Tfue shake in his boots a little bit. The heart of this thing would have been over if any of the summary judgments would have went Tfue's way. What this does is this puts this off another day, and it gives the Faze Clan legal team another day to fight. But that doesn't mean it's over in California. Why it might give Faze Clan some breathing room, there is also the California Labor Commission's ruling that is completely separate from this judge's ruling on the issue of whether Tfue's contract was legal to begin with. Now, we had Leor Lesser on in a podcast. I'm going to try to find it and put it right there. And Leor Lesser, who is an attorney, told us that Tfue was really in good shape with the California Labor Board. If the California Labor Board rules in Tfue's favor, this thing's not going to New York. The contract is null and void, and everything that I just read to you does not matter. It won't be going to New York. The contract is illegal. It is said and done. Tfue's out of this. Now, as it stands right now, it is really an uphill battle for both parties. Unless, of course, the California Labor Board rules in Tfue's favor, then it's dead on arrival. But let's say that they don't. It's not exactly smooth sailing for Faze Clan either. They're going to have to go to court in New York and convince that judge and or jury, and I think it would be more likely to have a jury. Certainly, I would rather have a jury in a situation if you want to make people feel bad for the employee rather than the employer. I think you're better off going with a jury. It would still be an uphill battle for Faze Clan. But again, like we said before, the labor laws, at least I've been told, they're not as kind as they are in California. The judge could rule in favor of Faze Clan, and that would put Tfue in a horrible spot, and he would have to spend buco bucks. I hope you enjoyed this video. I did work pretty hard on this, but a little harder than I work on some of the other videos, but I'm going to try to step that up on both ends. A lot more jump cuts coming your way, but if you did like it, make sure you slap a like on it, slap a subscribe on it if you want to find out more, and if you want to find out right away, make sure you hit the bell, and if you hit the bell, you're going to get all our podcasts to boot. Again, I'd like to thank DM King, and just to let you know, rather than pretending we don't have biases on Shop on the Point News, we're going to tell you our biases, but also try to be unbiased with you knowing that fact. DM King and me used to be enemies. He's more of a, this is actually kind of how we came together. He's more of a Faze Clan supporter. I'm more of a Tfue supporter. And we've kind of made up and come together to get the information out there. And he's been a great help. And he loves this legal stuff. He gives me fantastic information. So you're getting this video from somebody who's pro Faze Clan and pro Tfue, just so you know our biases going forward. And that will actually enable you to decide what the truth is. I think that's a lot more fair rather than pretending that, we're fair and balanced or completely don't have any opinions of our own or any garbage like that. Again, if you subscribe, you'll get notifications on this channel for our podcast. It's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, 4 days a week, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a lot of fun. It's not as straight-laced as this, and it's called Shot from the Point, the very famous Shot from the Point podcast that you can get only here on Tommy C's SFTP. Make sure you also sub our news channel, which is going to start getting more active. Thanks to Phil Scream for getting us 100,000 hits on his last story that he did there. Go check that one out. We might be moving into the TMZ zone if people want to hear us talk about mainstream celebrities, and maybe we'll put that over here. I'll see you tonight, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Shot from the Point.